No, it's great to see you all, and it's going to be a wonderful trip. I'm really excited. I mean, wow, uh, such an amazing ship with some ports in between. It's very luxurious. I've traveled a lot on cruise ships, and that's how my industry's. I mean, as far as going forward with traveling, I've been to 72 countries, but most of those have been because on cruise ships. And I had the pleasure of cruising on the Mariner, and she's a beautiful ship. So, if you don't know me, I'll just reiterate. My name's Corey. I'm going to be your concierge, and we're going to have a party. It's going to be a good time. Uh, I am currently residing in Hawaii, which I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri, but I've lived in Hawaii for most of my life. And I enjoy traveling and I enjoy getting out there and exploring with you all and making sure that, we create these life experiences because that's what travel is about. It's about expanding your horizons. It's about getting out there and seeing different things. And also a trip to the casino, right, Hank?
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
my first luxury cruise.
Yes, yeah, yeah. You will not be disappointed. So. Do you all know each other? I think Paulette, you've traveled with us before, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, Hank and I have been on a couple, and I think Sam and I were on the Norway trip this summer, so
Yeah.
we've been on a couple other trips, I
Sam
think.
has probably been on every trip that SCI had.
Right.
Well, um, just for me, and remember, a lot of folks are going to be watching this. I want you to introduce yourself to the rest of the group because this is going to whoever could not make it today. I'm going to send this out to them. So if you could just briefly introduce yourself, then also your experiences with Singles Travel International and what you're most looking forward to on this specific adventure. Paulette, I'll let you go first.
Well, my name is Paulette. I live in Mansfield, Texas, which is the basically Dallas-Fort Worth suburbs. I've been in Texas for 32 years. I just retired in August. I kind of semi-retired last August, but I retired this August. Still working a little bit as a consultant for my firm, but not anything too seriously. I think I've done about 12 trips with STI. My first one was in November of 2012. I did a Thanksgiving cruise. And for this one, it's my first transatlantic, so I'm kind of excited about the 5, 6, or 9 days at sea, I think altogether. I don't know. And certainly my first luxury cruise, so I'm hoping it doesn't spoil me that I can't go back to Royal Caribbean after this, so I don't know. And you'll see me in the casino as well, unfortunately. I tend to spend a little too much time in the evenings there, but I'm a slots player, not cards, so.
Well, that's great. And they do have a nice casino. These big mega ships that we're used to, this is total luxury.
Mhm.
As we were discussing earlier, I mean, this is an amazing ship. It's all about taking care of the guests. And, I say this and I don't mean to interrupt, but unusual trips, that it's your cabin number. Here, it's your suite number. No, it's nice. Yeah. Hank,
Okay, Hank Wiener. I live in Mahwah, New Jersey, 83 years old. I've been retired about 20 years. I have been with SCI since my wife passed away. She passed away in 2010, and I've been with SCI actually the end of 2009, and I've been with SCI since 2012. And I've been on like 25 trips, and they've all been great. And I've met wonderful people like Paulette a couple of times. Sam, I know like he's my brother for crying out loud. And to me, I can't say enough good things about SCI. I mean, I recommend it for friends, for especially for women, and I'm really looking forward to a luxury cruise. This is my first one. I've heard a lot of great things about it, and I'm just waiting to be waited on.
Ah, that's great. I love it. Yeah. You you will be. Trust me. Yeah. Yeah. Your suites are amazing. Each one of them has a walk-in closet. When have you been on a ship that has a walk-in closet? Just mini bar in the suite. Everything you can imagine, it's going to be there, and it's smaller size, so that makes it much more luxurious. You're not going to be disappointed,
Sure,
Hank,
I'm
at all. Yeah. All right. It's time for Mr. Sam.
I'm off mute.
I think
Sam, are you on mute? Sam, you there? You got to unmute. Click your profile picture, and then it'll let you unmute.
Okay,
There you go, brother.
you can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, as I was saying, the cruises with good cruisers. I think I know a couple more people that are going, and I really haven't been on 100 cruises but I've been on about half that many. They changed their way of counting that. So if you signed up for a shore excursion, you
Yes,
got credit for a cruise.
yes, they did, because it makes you look like you're the godfather of a singles travel international, actually. Yeah.
But I almost been on
years
seven
old.
countries. So you
Well, you're breaking up there a little bit, Sam.
can you hear me now? Is that good?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
Okay. So, and I'm looking forward to it. I've got a couple of questions, but I'll ask those later on.
Oh yeah, no worries. I'm just going to go through some basic information and let you all know and kind of go through the final voyage details. That did you all get that? Yes, you've all gotten that through Singles Travel International and Kimberly. She sent all those documents to you. Yeah, because I'll screen share that with you and make sure that everybody's is good. But first questions. Now we've done our introductions, and I don't see anybody waiting to join the group, so it's just us. So I'm going to give forward. And in first saying, I know that you're traveled with us before. Do you have the WhatsApp app on your phone? WhatsApp, because I'll be utilizing this throughout our travels.
Got it for this, which I use, and it looks like you got my message, but that's
Yes,
it. I may need a little tutelage on this thing when I get on board.
absolutely, Hank. No worries. I got your message, and Sam, I just need you to at some point text me your phone number so I can add that to
Okay.
you. And do you have a
So
pen?
I text that through ST. I don't know if I have your uh, text address. Maybe I do.
No, I'm just going to give you my phone number, and if you text me a message, and anybody that's listening to this in afterwards, I also ask you to text me your phone number, and that way I can add you to the WhatsApp because we have free Wi-Fi on board, and this will allow us to chat in between each other and make sure that we're up to date on all of the activities and where everybody's at. So,
So you're just going to give me the phone number right now, or go
correct.
through the? Okay.
You have a pen, and anybody out there
Yeah,
listening,
yeah. I don't. Go ahead.
it's my phone number is 808-339-4133.
339-41.
33.
4133.
Yeah,
Okay, Corey, I got that.
bravo.
And
So
I'll just text that regular through the text thing.
yeah, and that way, when we arrive in Barcelona, I'll set up a WhatsApp text between the group so that we can communicate with each other on the ship during the Wi-Fi and not
So
have,
yeah, so I'm getting in about the same time I think as Loretta, and
yeah.
but are we going to travel together, or we just get off and you'll take us into the hotel?
Well, that's what I'm going to talk about here in a couple.
Never mind. Go ahead.
No
Don't worry about it.
worries. No worries. Also, if you're able to, I would also advise loading the Regent Seven Seas Cruises app onto your phone. You've probably gotten some emails from them regarding your cruise documents.
I
And
think I have that.
yeah, so if you have not already done that, please do so because once you're on board the ship, that will give us the best idea of any kind of itinerary changes, daily schedules, dining times, etc., etc. So,
But we'll use WhatsApp to communicate amongst ourselves.
correct. And
Okay, got it.
the Regent app is only for being able to find out what's going on around the ship. What's the nightly show going to be? Those kind of things. And I'll communicate those things with you when we're on the ship, but it's best to have that ready to go. Yeah.
How
And
do we get that one?
and you I'm sorry, Hank?
How do we get that? Is it in the App Store?
I
Yes.
think Regent.com or something like that.
Yes, if you look to the bottom, Hank, of any of your emails you've gotten from Regent, it should have a
Yeah,
link to send you to set up the app on your phone. But if you have an iPhone, Hank, or
iPhone.
yeah. So if you go to the App Store and type in Regent Cruises, then it will pull it up and it's a little gold emblem. And I'll try to share this with you right now because it'll pull up your account. Hold on just a second. And that gives you all the details and it will be on your phone instead of your computer.
Okay.
That's always very helpful. Yeah. Then I'm going to try to share that with you now. You might be able to see it. If not, don't worry about it. It's going to be something that we can set up when we're in Barcelona. We're going to have plenty of time before you get on the ship, and I'll be there to help you get this set up. Yeah? Can you see that?
I can see it says Corey Monty has started screen sharing.
Yeah,
Roger that, Ray.
yeah,
Double click to enter full screen mode.
yeah. If you
So
can't see it, don't worry about it, Hank. I'm just saying that I'll be able to help you set this up because you really need to have that app on your phone once we board the ship. But prior
I
to
got
that,
the mine.
yeah, I think we're all good. Yeah. I see that most of you have signed up for shore excursions through what I've seen thus far from Regent. And there's plenty of opportunities out there. Again, if you go to this page that I just shared with you, you go through there, and at the bottom, you can see that you can reserve short excursions. Now, remember, short excursions are free unless they involve something that's a little bit more than normal. But that's again another plus of this luxury cruise
Corey,
line.
Corey, I didn't find that very easy to use, and uh, I would sort of like to know who was going on, so we could go with a bunch of our people or not, whatever.
Right, Sam, and I agree with you. What I'm looking at doing is trying to get as closer that we get to the trip, then they'll give me more of a finalized review of who is going where and at what time. So we only have three ports.
Right.
We have Spain, we have Portugal, and we have Bermuda. And so when they give me a little bit more closer information, I'll have that when we arrive in Barcelona, and we'll be able to coordinate and try to get as many of our members on board these excursions if they wish to go. Some people are looking to go on something different. Yeah, everybody has their own. But
Oh, so you could just walk off, you're saying, and figure out what you're going to do.
well, but before we embark onto the ship, I'll have a little bit of understanding of who has scheduled what. And so we'll be able to coordinate who wants to go with this group, who wants to go with this group. So there's some folks that have already coordinated their shore excursions, but that's why I'm there. So I'll help you coordinate all of that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no worries. Also, everybody's been asking me, well, yeah, on past trips, yes, Euro, take a little bit for pocket cash. Um, we're going to be in two EU countries. We're going to be there for the night before, and then boarding the ship. We're going to still be in Spain and in Portugal. Of course, that's the Euro. If you want to have a little bit, you probably got some in your pockets already from past trips. You can at the airport when you arrive. I find that when you do this traveling prior from the mainland or United States, I call it the mainland, sometimes you won't get as good of rates. And you can also use your credit cards and just get it right out of a city bank or an ATM right there. But I would keep that at a minimum. Um, and as we're there for very few days, I don't think you need to have a lot of paper bills and coins. You can pay for things with your credit cards, yeah. So that's always a question that I get. But then when we arrive in Barcelona, I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I wanted to now share uh, the cruise documents, the final vacation details, and you all have gotten those, yeah. I just wanted to make sure that just give me a second here, that you are ready and prepared for all of these things. All right, one second. It's not pulling up. So I'm just going to go through them with you. Um, Everyone can hear me? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, while I'm waiting to load, when we arrive at it's going to show that there's a lot of us arriving at different times. I just wanted to make sure that when you do arrive, you're aware and that all of your transfers and everything are included through Regent. And when you arrive at the airport, there will be a representative there to say, "Hey, Sam. Hey, Hank. Hey, Paulette. This is where you're going to go to," and they'll
Cool.
take you to the Grand Hyatt, which is kind of confusing. It's just transferred into the Hyatt family. It was called the Sophia, so now it's the Grand Hyatt. But their company is spot on. I mean, you're getting world-class service, airfare, etc. So When you get to Barcelona, regardless of what your time is, you're going to just pull right up there. Boom. There's going to be someone there. They're going to be expecting you. Yeah. And make your way to the hotel. Now, I find that usual check-ins are 3 o'clock in the afternoon, especially in European hotels. But as Regent has selected the Grand Hyatt, then they'll do their best to make sure that your room is available as soon as possible. Because Regent has acquired this entire hotel for the beginning of the trip. So they're going to bend over backwards. But if not the case, whenever you arrive, if your room is not available at the hotel, check your bags with the bell stand and then go out and explore. I'll be arriving the same day that everyone else is. So once I get myself into the hotel, we'll have a hospitality desk that will be down in the lobby of the hotel, and that will start at 5 p.m. You could come and check in with me. I'll give you all the pertinent paperwork and whatnot, and then we'll have a happy hour, of course, after that, and that's going to be on site, and then possibly a dinner, either on site or I've explored some options that are just outside of the hotel. But as a group, we'll make a decision about that as we meet and greet each other. So that's basically the first evening. And then, the next morning is waiting upon Regent, who is going to clear the ship and then invite us to the ship. But in my experiences in the past, that usually won't happen until about 11 a.m. So we have plenty of time in that morning to enjoy breakfast, which is included there at the hotel. And then we'll have a short little meeting to make sure everybody's on the same page. And then I will coordinate everyone going to the ship at the same time with myself. Yeah. So that's not going to be an issue. Those are the 2 days, that night and that morning, I think everyone's concerned about, but don't worry, I'm there, and that's what I'm there to do. So we'll enjoy ourselves that evening and enjoy ourselves that morning. And when we are coordinated and ready to go, boom, then we'll make our way to the ship, and then the party really starts. Yeah. So transfer times right now, when you completed your registration, there was a request for a transfer time. And I don't know what everyone put in. I'm not pertinent to that information. But in when we arrive there in Barcelona and I meet with the Regent um, agents, then I'll be able to coordinate everybody together for a transfer to the ship as soon as possible. But I also want you to enjoy your morning there. I had a couple questions about going to see the La Sagrada, the Familia, the cathedral there, which is about a 15-minute drive from where the hotel is. So we're going to have some time in the evening, the afternoon when you arrive, and also some time in the morning because I'm not foreseeing us transferring to the ship until about 11:30, 12 o'clock, 12:30. Um, and the check-in or checkout time for the hotel is 11 o'clock. So I want everyone to just, you know, be comfortable, whatnot. So questions?
I've got a question about the flights, but maybe that's not the time to ask right now.
Okay. I'm still trying to get this to share, this one file.
I had a question on the Wi-Fi. How do we get that?
The Wi-Fi is included, Hank. So once you get on board, it's included for your entire journey. And
do
It,
anything?
it will be for one device. It will be for one device. It's either for your phone or your computer. So if you sign in both, then you'll have to sign out for one and sign in to another.
That's a pain.
Yeah,
But how do I do that? Is it
I
just
I'm looking into that. Trust me. That's what I've seen that on their videos and their tutorials. So
Hank, I think what'll happen if you try to sign in on the other one, it'll tell you you can't. So then you realize you got to go sign out on the iPhone and then
I
go
don't
back
have
to
the
the iPad.
one? I don't know what I have to do. Do I have to go to a courtesy desk or
No, it'll just you go back to the one that you go back to the one that's online and go offline, and then you go to the next one and go try to
how do I
sign
get the
online.
original one? Do I have to
It'll be on your device.
automatically?
I think so. Yeah, your iPhone and your iPad. What do you got? An
yes,
iPhone and an iPad?
I doubt it's on there automatically. I have to do something
Ask Corey. He'll
probably.
help you.
gentlemen, don't worry about it.
Exactly.
When you get there, I'll be there to help
Okay.
you with it. It is a little complicated and sometimes it's frustrating, but don't you worry about it. And that's why I'm there. And these are things that we're a couple weeks out from really getting onto the ship, and so I'll have all those details waiting for you. That's that first night and that first morning is when I'm going to have a lot more information for you. So,
Okay.
yeah. Now I'm also going to talk to you while I'm trying to get this to load up again, and I apologize about that. Just a couple things about our themes for this cruise. The flamenco night, and that's after we leave Spain. And I encourage everyone to dress accordingly, but you don't have to. And what is flamenco? I mean, look it up on your Google. You see all these flamenco dancers. Now I'm expecting flamenco dancers that night at karaoke. No, but I want you to kind of feel it. The white shirts, the fluffiness, the beautiful dresses, whatnot. Have fun with that. And I'm just asking you to partake. If you're not comfortable, that's fine too.
Corey,
Um,
the 6th is supposed to be our formal night, so that would kind of overlap with if anybody was planning to dress up on a regular formal
I
type
didn't think
thing.
there was a formal night.
no, the formal night is on the 4th. That's the captain's night, from what I have been provided through Regent Seven
Maybe
Sea
I may
Cruises.
have got it wrong then.
Yeah, the 4th, it's usually the first sea night that they're at sea, and then
Oh,
oh,
that's like our 4th day, so maybe that's what I did. I picked up the 4th day and not the 4th. So that's probably what I did.
right.
So that makes
So we're
sense.
wearing
Okay.
tuxedo at
Where did you
4.
find that out?
I'm
No,
not
well,
seated.
the captain's night, though, Sam, I was going to say that the captain's night is on the 4th. So we board the ship on the second, yes, yeah. So on the 4th, on the 3rd, I'm sorry. Then on the 4th, that's the first sea night, and that's the formal night. That's where if you brought a beautiful gown, if you brought your tuxedo, but they asked for, coats and ties for that evening. Now, there's another formal night that's at the end of the cruise, but I'll talk about that when we get on board.
Well,
And
I
it's
didn't
more,
see that on the website at all,
yeah, well, I've got some
on
friends.
the Regent website.
Yeah, I tried to find out as much as I could for you all. So that's what I do.
Well, that's good that you did that.
Yeah. And I'll give you more information again when we get to Barcelona, just to be able to pack for at least one really formal night. And then going forward off of that, the flamenco night, which is totally up to you all who wants to participate, but it's better. I mean, it's amazing photos, and everybody will be taking photographs of us. I mean,
Don't worry, I got a hat.
you remember those disco nights and everything where everybody wants to take pictures of us. So it's great. Yeah. Yeah, a fedora, a little
I got
rose.
a flamingo. I got a goddamn flamingo hat. So don't
Yeah,
worry.
there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Amazon.
Yeah, yeah. And then also um, talking about the white linen night, which was broadcast too with you all. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to pick this back up again. Yeah, here we go. That is going to be on our signature Singles Travel International signature experience. When we're in Bermuda on the night of the 13th, which is a Wednesday, we're going to go out on a catamaran that is chartered specifically for us. And that's when I thought it would be nice to have linen, white, free flowing as we take off from Hamilton and make our way around to the smaller islands surrounding Bermuda proper, Hamilton and St. George. And then we'll arrive back at the ship probably about 6 o'clock in time for dinner. But what a better place to be in white and linen and crisp and free than on a catamaran sailing around Bermuda. So that's the second night to plan for. Now I've also tried to keep uh, happy hours and whatnot in my planning going forward at specific times. Now locations will differ, but I also try to keep my dinners and for all of us earlier. And I think 7 p.m. is a good dinner time that gives us plenty of play time after dinner. And so my happy hours will usually start at 6 o'clock, unless we have a theme evening or specialty dining. So you can expect that. And I will give out on board the Mariner, I'll give out a daily program every night. I'll deliver it to your room for the next day. And that not only has what's going on around the ship, a little tidbit, not everything, but it will also be our exclusive activities together. Some of the things that we all love to do, and some little tidbits from myself. So I'll deliver that to your stateroom or your suite every night prior. Um, but the theme nights outside, I have scheduled for specialty dining on Friday the 6th at Chartreuse and Monday the 11th at the Prime 7 Steakhouse. Now, when we get on board, again, I'll be able to assist you with any other specialty dining requests that you may have. But for now, those are the 2 nights that we have scheduled for us.
So there we'll all be together, or pretty much together. Or...
Correct. Those 2 nights are all scheduled for us at Chartreuse on the 6th and Prime 7 on the 11th.
But on the other dinners, what do we do? Just go in at the same time, or
Yes, and
do our own thing?
yes, I'll have all that information for you. I'll always be there to coordinate our dining every evening in the main dining room. And so we'll have tables that are set out for us. And on the early morning uh, days when there's ports, which there's not a lot, we'll have our breakfast club up in the Lido, which is a little bit different. It's smaller, Capri, um, but elegant. But on the sea days, we'll always try to dine in the main dining room at a specific time. And again, I'll give those details on.
So we don't have to remember this. You're going to tell us when we get there.
Absolutely, Sam.
Got it.
No worries. Now, beyond that, I'll add this, and I do apologize. I cannot get this to pull up here. I'm still working
Don't
on
worry
it.
about it.
But as you mentioned, I'm always going to be there. We're going to be communicating with WhatsApp. Some people don't have that. No worries. Uh, you're going to see me around the ship. I'm going to be everywhere. You know, I want to make sure that you all are having a life exchanging experience. It's amazing. This ship, you're gonna be blown away. So, uh, I don't want to bore you with too many other details, but just know that when we arrive in Barcelona, I'll have a little bit more information to be able from the cruise line so that it all makes sense. But I will give you a weekly, and that is kind of a fold that you're going to see for the next 7 days. This is what you can expect. But I will also always give you a daily that has the best information of what's going on the next day. Because, hey, cruises change, itineraries change, times change, things change. So that evening, I have the best information, and I'll provide that to you and deliver it to your suite. Just
So
out.
we'll be going through like 4 or 5 time zones, right?
Yes, four. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing trip. I mean, this is epic. I've done an Atlantic crossing a few times, and they're always exciting. But on this ship, wow, you're going to be spoiled. It is fantastic. Tammy's done a great job with this one. I'm really excited to be with you all. It's going to be a lot of
So
fun.
the whole cruise is going to be on the region. We're going to be there 14 days or 13 days, or who cares?
Thir 13 days. Yeah,
13 days.
yeah. Well, at this point, without me being able to load this tab, and it's just rejecting it over and over and over. So I apologize about that.
What is
I'm
that?
gonna try. I'm gonna try one more time. But you have all looked after your cruise documents, and do you have any questions regarding?
I do. On the air travel, uh, first of all, I was very disappointed I couldn't go nonstop Philly to Barcelona,
Mm-hmm.
and but I am going to change in Madrid. But if I wanted to get if I wanted to pay extra, it would have been the same as if I just bought it on my own. That I I I thought that was very. I didn't like that at all.
Well, Hank, I
This
don't
is
have.
Sam.
Yeah, or I'm sorry, Sam. I don't I have your flight details here, but I didn't help to coordinate those things, and I agree with you. It's frustrating. I mean,
And
there's
then I'm on American Airlines. Do I get points on American Airlines or not?
absolutely when you check in, you should get your points. Yeah.
And
You
then and then if I want to upgrade my flight from Miami to Philadelphia, I just where do I go to American Airlines or where? Yeah, I go on American Airlines and upgrade it.
that's at a cost for yourself. Then I would advise you to contact the Singles Travel International, their info line. Yeah.
Okay,
And before you do anything. But if it's a cost to yourself, then it's probably going to be the case, Sam.
okay. Uh,
Yeah, you have that, correct? Yes.
what's that?
You have
The
contact with them. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe I'll try to call American Airlines once more and see if they can change it. I don't know. The trip over. That's all right. So I like to go direct, is what I'm trying to say, and I don't want
Yeah.
to pay four
Yeah.
thousand
Yes.
dollars.
Yeah, I understand. No, I understand. Sam, you have my phone number.
I do.
So why don't you text me? I have you down here, but text me that number and I can have the staff contact you regarding your request. Yeah.
Thank you, Corey.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. Okay, I am at a standstill here with loading this document. It is not going to go.
What are you going to show us? The region thing?
Well, no, it's your final travel documents. It won't load into the Zoom meeting.
We've all seen that.
Yeah, so if you don't have any other questions, Paulette, you've been quiet for a while. What's going on?
I do have kind of a minor question just about the weather. I mean, I've already Googled or test checked for the ports, but I don't know what to really expect while we're at sea. Do you think it's going to be cold, or is it just still kind of like the 70s, which is what I'm pretty much expecting in Spain and Portugal?
When we are traveling from Europe, it will be a little cooler. Yeah.
Okay.
When we get into the open ocean, it's anybody's game. But I find that usually this time of the year, ships usually don't do this transverse unless they're, the Queen Mary or something like that. So it's usually better weather.
Yeah.
Now remember, just a couple weeks ago, Hurricane Helene, I think, came off of
Possibilities.
Florida. Yeah, and then went and scooped up Bermuda. But anything can happen.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
the
was watching a
adventure.
video. Yeah, I was watching
I
a
still I
video.
still remember that from my eighth grade science
Yeah.
class that hurricane season extends to November.
So I would say once we get out to open sea, open ocean, it's going to be quite balmy. You might need something in the morning if you're walking on the track or you're outside in the open air. Remember, this is a smaller ship. It's beautiful. The accommodations are great. But as far as, you know, open air attire, there's plenty of places that you can dock under in the pool bar, the pool area. They have a little cover over it, and it's I would pack a sweater, and also sometimes in the evening, some of their events, their cabarets, their little the shows, the lectures that they provide, and some of those spots on the ship are cold.
Okay.
So yeah, I would at least I'm gonna take a sweater. Well, I'm always freezing here in Hawaii whenever I go anywhere. So
I was thinking our Norwegian trip this summer was in July, but it was cool, but it wasn't cold. So I think
Right.
it was
yeah.
some of that similar wardrobe.
And
So
you're from Texas, yeah. So well, um I again think we've gone through everything. You've got those final vacation details. At this video, when I conclude it, I will try to add that on so at least everyone can see it. But for the life of me, after 50 plus Zoom calls, can't get this one to load. Even though it did earlier, what did I do to it, Sam? Yeah.
Oh, sunspots.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So also the last before I leave, chat with each other on Singles International Travel. That chat is out there. So I'll be monitoring that and seeing if you guys have any other questions. Also, our service staff will be doing that as well. So don't feel that you're out. I won't create the WhatsApp group until we're traveling to Barcelona. So
There's one thing about that because if you've been on other trips and people have signed up for the WhatsApp, you get all of their WhatsApp from 3 trips ago, or then if it's a little confusing. You know
no,
what I'm saying?
no, but I'm going to set up our own group, Sam. So
Oh, so you got to join the group.
I'm trying to head that off. That's why I'm wanting everyone's phone number. So,
That's
uh,
cool.
Paulette, did you send me your phone number yet? Yeah.
not yet. I'll
Okay.
do it. I'll do it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
It-
it. I got a WhatsApp for somebody. Let's meet in the blah, 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 blah. It was from 3 months ago.
Yeah, we
well,
used it a lot on the Norway trip.
yeah.
We had a
Well,
little
it'll
concierge too, so
it'll
we
it'll
used it.
start when we're all arriving that day in Barcelona, and then the day that we all depart, then I'll cancel the group. So, Sam, you're not going to get any. Hey, what's up? Where are you at? Now, a couple of
Okay. I'll probably screw it up, so don't worry.
no, don't worry about it. I'm there for you. A couple other things, of course, on the ship, COVID protocols. It again, it's up to the ship. We will do what they request us to, and although it's pretty open right now, we can't.
Paulette, nobody got COVID on our trip, did they?
Yeah, yeah.
Like 4 or 5 people got it towards the end.
Yeah.
And I think 2 people, oh, because, hey, well, I won't give names, but we had 2 guys get it on the Norway trip.
All
Yeah.
right.
And then for some reason, this will be I've been on 3 trips this year, and on each of the trips, people had COVID.
I mean,
Not
it's
me, but
there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
no,
going around, but
yeah.
remember, we have to, apply by all of their regulations and what they request us to do.
Well, not to drag this.
Yeah,
So if you test positive
yeah.
for COVID,
But
then
we're not expecting
on the
anybody
group,
to have
on the ship,
yeah.
then if somebody who's in your group wants to get tested, they have to pay for it on Norwegian or some of the other ones. But then
We'll
you're
we'll be taken really good care of on this.
well, then you can't go in any community things in COVID. You're COVID, and you've got to take a taxi to the airport when you get in, and then you're free. You can give everybody on the plane COVID.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions?
No, I apologize for that.
No, Sam, you're fine. It's all going to be a great trip.
Fun,
And
Corey. Good for
like I said, I will try to. I mean, you're probably not going to want to watch this again. But if you speak with other individuals, members on our trip, let them know I'm going to post this through Singles Travel International protocols. And so they'll be able to view it. But just let everybody know, hey,
Yeah.
Sam, Hank, you, Paulette, I don't think I've traveled with you, but hey, it's all about this. We're going to have a great trip and I'll take good care of you, right?
Yep, you will, and we're really looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to it, brother.
Thank you, Corey.
If there's nothing else, I'm going to sign off and then I'll try to add the final voyage documents, but I think everybody's pretty good with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we have them.
Yep. No worries.
Okay.
If you need anything, you've got my phone number now. Call me, text me. Yeah. Sam.
Gotcha.
All right.
Gotcha.
Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in a
Bye.
few days.
All right. Safe flights to everyone.
Arrivederci.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Adios.
Adios. Aloha.
I'm going to text you now.